after missing last game injured, missing a few games this year, but thankfully a little chance to get a little more healthy with only one game this weekend. Rested UFV side in tough against Trinity here this afternoon. Like you mentioned, Trinity so well defending, haven't conceded in 4+ matches, but they've got some firepower up front as well. They've got 4 players with 4 or more goals this season. UFV doesn't have 1 player with that many.
Yeah, they've really been a score-by-committee type team this season. 29 goals to the good for the Spartans, while only 14 for UFV. They've scored more than twice as many. But, like we said, it's a big task for this defense tonight. And Coach Ari Adams for the Cascades, she said after the last game that they were very undisciplined defensively, and they got broken down far too often. And so they're going to really have to tighten that up today.
Absolutely. They'll have the throw there in their white jerseys heading from left to right on your screen here this afternoon. Trinity in their blues here today. Wasted that opening kickoff, but they get the ball back after a failed throwing attempt, and they're right back on the pressure here. Just outside the 18, they work it back to the outside. Good foot in there to break up that one, and McCambly thought that was a throw for her side, but she'll concede there.
Yeah, but Camberley going to play up in a front 2 with Langston. This Cascades team have not played with 2 forwards really at all this season, so I'm curious to see if they can get a bit of a link-up going and try to force a little bit more defending out of this Spartans team that's only given up 7 goals all year.
Trying to win a corner there was the winger, but well defended on the touch line by Belcher to ensure a goal kick for her side. Yeah, like you mentioned, not a whole lot of formation changes this year for the Cascades, but desperate times call for a switch up with one of their key defensive pieces missing. They'll have a big void to fill there, and McCambly puts some pressure on and trying to win a corner for her team. Well defended on the outside, and same as Belcher on the other side. Cooper does her job to win a goal kick.
Yeah, that's better, and I think that's what we really missed last week with this team, was making those runs forward. Too many just long, hopeful ones. Did not work out for them at all last week.
Ball played into a spot here. 50-50 chance. Trinity player comes away with it. She gets it off, but recovering to force it out of play was Lyon there.
Yeah, Cascade's going to rely heavily on her tonight. Her and Belcher are going to be those 2 players who are going to shift from more of a right back, left back position into more of a central defending role with this shift, so it's going to be a difficult challenge for those 2, kind of shifting into some different positions.
Early corner opportunity here as Trinity will try and swing this one in with a lefty. Players all at the top of the box, ready to make a run and create some havoc. Towards the near post, Belcher to that one first, or Lyon, pardon me. Second opportunity to swing it in this time. No problem dealing with that one for Sahota.
This is going to be key in these first probably about 15 minutes or so, as I expect the Spartans team to come out heavy and really try to push the issue and get ahead early. So if the Cascades can shut that down, keep this game scoreless for a while, I think the opportunities will start showing themselves for UFV as this half wears on, as long as they can stay firm defensive.
Unable to take that ball down in the middle of the field, and so throw coming the way of the Cascades. Strong throw here, looking for McCambly. She had it go over her head, and back and forth they go. Who can come away with possession? The Cascades take it down and have some room in the middle. A little bit of a force there as she had more time than she thought.
Yeah, just take a touch like you mentioned there. Trying to push the ball up pitch, which has kind of been the game plan all season for this Cascades team, but they just need to remember they can take a second sometimes.
Yeah, they seem to be all about pushing the pace. Once they get the ball, don't play much of a possession game at times. And they give away possession right there. Coming back with it the other way, Buttar has some room, and she'll get across in here. Unable to find anything. Butar, a former Cascade. Bit of a homecoming for here today. Cascade a few seasons ago, the veteran player in her 4th year of eligibility now. Headed out there by Talarico.
Getting her first start of the season, as well as Muldalar as well. A couple of fresh faces into the starting 11 for the first time this season for the Cascades with, like we said earlier, just more banged up bodies just unable to go today.
Shields her body well to the outside. Can't get the cross to a teammate. They'll try again on the throw.
Cascades with a big opportunity tonight. If they can, this afternoon, if they can find a way to get a point, they could potentially move right back up into 4th place in the Pacific Division right now in what has been a tightly contested division all season long.
That's right. Currently sit just 1 point back of that 4th playoff spot at the moment with 1 game in hand. So 3 points today. The only way they could crawl back into that playoff spot. 1 point, and they'd still be 1 shy with the same amount of games played. Real tight Pacific Division standings right in the middle there. That one headed out of play off the deflection, and another opportunity for a throw. Trinity nothing really on target yet, but starting to put the pressure up a little bit. Shielded there, and now a chance for the cross. Elects to go on the ground to the inside from the top of the 18. Boy, she got some good contact on that one, but field flies it high of the net.
Yeah, doing a good job to just work a couple inches of space for herself there and quickly takes the opportunity. Good early test, but just goes up and over the bar.
That one out of play off of a Spartan body. Lyon on the throw, waiting for some teammate movement. She'll try and put one over the top. McCambly looking for that little flick and would have had a player going forward but can't connect. Spartans right back on the attack. Played down the line. Can the winger get there? She does. Good burst and little cutback move, but off the defender's foot. She'll settle for a throw. Right back onto the attack. This one comes into the middle again. Foot in the way from the defender, and a strong hit from well outside the box there, but thankfully for Sahota right where she was positioned.
Huge shot there from Kranchech, but just putting her full power of her boot behind that one and able to get that one on target, that's not easy to do, Dom.
No, always so tough from those long distance hitting it first time to keep it low and still have that power on it. She got all of that one over the top here, and Spartans can't do anything but head that one out of play. Looks like I don't know if the formation has changed a little bit or if they just moved up a little bit offensively here. We'll see when they settle defensively. First, they'll have a chance to work it, but no luck doing there. And a strong ball played over the top. Can she run onto this one? No, a little close, too close to the middle, and a good job by Peterson to jump out of the way there. And now a chance as Langston has a step. Langston from the outside, but just couldn't get her foot connected with that one properly.
A scary moment on one end of the pitch leads to a scoring opportunity on the other. Sahota putting her full boot into that one, as like you said, Peterson had to get out of the way of that clearance and takes a friendly bounce on the hometown grass for the Cascades, and Langston just quite unable to get her full boot behind that one.
Kranchech will get on the throw here. A little bit too big of a touch to the middle, but doesn't hurt her team in the end. Spartans will work it around the back and switching the field. Find some room down that far sideline now and some space to work it forward. To the middle now. Good little pass to find some space. Not much room to get that shot off and never reach the target.
Yeah, Belcher had to be sure with that clearance as it was caught up in her boots a little bit. If she loses sight of it for just 1 second, Halderson would have been right on it. A little bit desperate in defending right now from the Cascades, but like we mentioned, this is probably what they're going to need to do for these first 15 to 20 minutes here.
Yeah, the Spartans certainly attacking with quite a bit of gusto right now. They look poised on the ball. Good pass there and a nice touch. Finds Field some space. She'll lay it off for a teammate. They work it to the outside, but Belcher gets a foot in to stop Spiller from getting any closer to goal. And gets the deflection there, too, to win her side a throw here. Just out of the reach of McCambly, and Spiller able to take it down. Ball right back on her foot. Plays one dangerously into the box, but Cascades clear it there. Throw right back in the same spot. Throw goes hard to the middle this time. She'll have some time and space to pick something out. Makes a move around the defender. Has some space here now. Closed out there and really forced the defender's issue by heading straight at them with a lot of speed there.
Yeah, another good run by Halderson as this Spartans team continues to just try and... They're not trying to beat it around the bush right now. They're just trying to push it right into that 18, into dangerous areas, and we'll see if Crowther is able to whip in a good ball here. She's looks like she's standing over this one and clearly looks like she's going to take it.
Yeah, Crowther, most dangerous player on the pitch points-wise, leads this Trinity team with 8 goals and 5 assists on the season so far. Up there in the top of the Canada West goal scoring, but can dish it with the best of them as well. What kind of quality did she have here on the ball? Referee finally ready to let this one go. That's it. Fly towards goal and off the post. No shortage of confidence from the player with 8 on the season. Looking for number 9. Just about had it on the short side.
That's a wonderful strike off of the set piece there. And what I like what Trinity West did on that is they kind of set up their own little mini 2-man wall and to try and block the keeper's vision. And right as soon as she was about to take it, doors opened and she shot it right through that that gap, and it was perfectly placed. Just a better save by Sahota.
Yeah, it was right there at that near post, but credit to Sahota for getting over there and being in position. Yeah, a little bit of trickery on the free kick. The fake wall, the couple players lined up. A bunch of players making runs. In the end, they'll have another opportunity here on the corner. Crowther on the quality delivery again. This time she pounds it towards the back post and over everyone's head. Kept in at the far sideline, and now a little move to the inside. McCambly sticks with her, and in the end, Boutar tugged on her arm and causes the foul.
Yeah, that save is a big confidence boost for Sahota here early on, as she has been a little bit vulnerable with those high shots in those top parts of the net. She's been beaten a few times this season, and to be able to get up and take away that top part of the net like that is going to be huge for her confidence through the rest of this game.
A little bit of ball movement finds the Spartans some space as they have to regroup a little bit. The Cascades really clogging up that middle towards the 18. All the players back. Langston comes forward to put a little pressure on now. They work it to the far sideline. And now a switch of the field creates some space in the middle. She'll work it back. Pass a little too far of her, but works hard to get it back. Now to the outside, and Spartans controlling the possession now. Finding some space in the middle, finally get a shot off. Wasn't quite the quality they had hoped for after working it around for that long, but certainly positive signs for the Spartans side, starting to dominate the possession numbers here. Strong header right back into the crowded area. Taken down in the middle by Buttar. She'll look to the outside, dribbles past two, and finally lays it off. Down the sideline now, a chance to get it into the boxes. Crowther fakes it this time, has some space now, elects to lay it off, and the cross comes in now. Sahota out to it and tips it to herself. Spartans really starting to put the pressure on.
Yeah, they're really starting to. What they're doing really well right now is they're working off the ball. Their movement when they do not have the ball is just something great to watch, as they are just constantly finding these open pockets of space. And it's kind of similar to what we saw last week against Okanagan Heat, is very possession based, but this team just works it forward with a lot more intent to it.
Deflection there. Tough one for UFV, and a chance right in towards the 18. Spartans can't get the cross in there. Good block by Belcher, but another chance here now. Working down towards the line. Dangerous in towards the box, and that one's in for a goal. Bounced around, finally found the player at the back of the box, and one-on-one and tight against Sahota. She got over, looked like she got a piece of it, but not quite enough on the desperation save attempt. 1-0 Spartans.
Yeah, unfortunately for Sahota, nothing really she could do on that one, as that shot went off of the defender, Rylan Gray, who was trying to get into the path of the shot, but unfortunately just deflected right off of her knee and into the back of the net. As that goal is going to go to Erin Stewart. That's going to be her third of the season.
Checking into the game is number 9, Brooklyn Franzen.
And we said they needed to withstand those first 15 to 20 minutes, and looked like they were about to get through, but they finally break the ice here to the Spartans.
Cascades coming forward here now, though, looking to respond right after conceding, but they'll give up possession there. Spartans with a lot of room to move forward now. It's Stewart with some space, finally lays it off to her back and gets it back, but not before her side committed a foul there.
This is where these Cascades are really missing their captain in Alana Sydenham right now. Just that veteran presence that they're missing on the back line. And it is it's really starting to show right now as the defensive breakdown finally comes, and this Spartans team is just, they're firing on all cylinders these last few games.
Opportunity now on the throw, as that one sails over the head of any potential UFV players there. Miller will regroup. Takes this one short, and the Spartans with some time to pick out a pass moving forward. Taken down well, and Field looks over the top. Beautiful ball played to that far sideline, and Crowther with a step. Looked to go to the middle, but a little too soon for her players making the run. Tip forward. Can Langston and McCambly find something here? Just unable to work that ball out. Langston just about had the steal. Now McCambly working hard back, putting the pressure on. Kranchech to the outside. Quick little 1-2. And plays that one all the way across to her right back, who now looks down the line, but lie on there first.
We did see a sub here as well for UFE after the goal, as it looks like Franzen has checked in, and she's pushed up into that forward role, and McCambly moving into more of a central midfielder.
Almost another chance there on the rebound as Spartans getting that pressure going out of seemingly nowhere. They're right back on it again. Kranchak with a step. She'll look to go towards box. Good little dribbling moves there, but defenders came back to help beat the first two. Couldn't get the solo effort going past one more.
Yeah, another scary moment for this Cascades team. They can't afford to go down by 2 right now, so soon after conceding. The pressure is going to continue to get ramped up by this Spartans team. They smell blood, and they are, like they have been doing all season, just going for more.
McCambly gets to that one first and clears. Like you mentioned, Franzen checking in, one of few Cascades players with multiple goals on the season. 2 so far this year for the first-year player. But before they get going forward, they'll have to defend, and up against it here again as another quality chance comes in towards the box, just lacking that finish as it didn't make it to the final player. Kranchak right back on the throw, and she'll get it in at the foot of one of her midfielders, working it all the way across. Spartans never shy to switch the field. They know where these open spots are at and find some in the middle here now, but unable to get that shot through. Quick little 1-2, and like we've seen so much, look at all these players moving. The Spartans players, as soon as any of them make a pass, they're moving to open space, always looking for each other. Doesn't result in anything that time as Sahota swallows it up, no problem, and her team unable to keep possession off the kick there. Miller happy to take it right back and put it back on the foot of her defenders, and right back up the field come the Spartans. Over the top here now, looking for Franzen. She'll try and chase it down in a battle there. Cooper shields for a moment. Franzen got it loose and ends up kicking it off a Trinity player to win a throw. Good little battle by Franzen.
Yeah, it did well to force Cooper into a tough spot. And well, let's see if the Cascades can get something towards the 18 right now.
Nothing doing on that one as Miller will get another goal kick. Yeah, you mentioned the similarities kind of between UBCO last weekend, but I think this Spartans team even more skilled and confident. UBCO really took their time and really waited for the opportunities to come as they kind of had the patience and ball control to wait for it. This Spartans team, a little bit more attack right off the hop.
Yeah, UBCO plays a little more east-west in terms of how they move that ball up the pitch, whereas this Spartans team has been all north-south. It is just up the pitch nonstop, and it has, I think it's caught this team off guard a little bit right now because they are, once again, not playing with a lot of possession, are the Cascades, but now they're facing a different type of possession-based offense.
Another corner opportunity here now as a lot of action going on in the 18. This one right in the middle, headed strongly, but couldn't quite direct it on target.
Yeah, poor box out this time from the Cascades off that corner. A little bit too easy to get onto the end of that one for the Spartans, but luckily for UFV, not able to direct that one towards the target. Cascades just need to find a little bit of confidence in this game right now.
First substitution of the match coming for Trinity as Spiller checks out on this near sideline. Looks like they'll shift a little bit, and the player coming on will stay on that right side. That's number 8, Maddie Melnichuk. Fourth-year player Out of Langley. As Boutar shifts over to this near sideline. Two Cascades putting on the pressure in the corner, able to work out of it for a moment, and they do somehow come away with possession to the Spartans. Cascades everywhere, closing in on that one. They have to work it back and find some space coming forward again, like you mentioned, right back north-south as soon as they get that ball, and this time unable to find the player in the box. Field was making a run. So Hoda waiting for some movement, wanting her Cascades teammates to push it up a little bit, but she's unable to find him at that top layer. And Cascades, as soon as they get this ball, just trying to hit it forward, but unable to find any teammates now. The Spartans will gladly take possession right back, and here they will be with another throw.
Yeah, I think this is just some of the inexperience of this UFV team. They're very young, a lot of first-year players, and I think that just kind of shows in the fact they seem to be lacking confidence in wanting to control possession of the game, and instead just, like we've mentioned time and time again, looking for these long, hopeful balls down the pitch. Worked to their advantage early on in the season on that long road trip, but ever since returning back home, it's kind of hit a bit of a snag, and they've really struggled to get anything going offensively.
Young team for sure. Been a story a lot for UFV this season, even more so with injuries. We got 4 first-year players in the starting lineup for UFV today. Multiple more ready to come into action on the sideline if need be for Trinity. Only 1 first-year player cracking the starting lineup here today, and a very skilled one in Spiller with 5 goals on the year. So a lot more experience on this Trinity side, but the young squad hanging in there for now. Still only find themselves down 1. Haven't had much of the possession in this one, but it only takes 1 opportunity to get back level.
And regardless of what happens today, they're still sitting in that 5th and final playoff spot in the Pacific Division. They'd have to play that play-in game right now. But you got to give it up to a team that's faced as much adversity as they have to still be in this position at this point of the year, considering how many players are missing and just what they've had to go through. It's really been quite impressive to watch.
Kranchech looking over the top here. Looked like it went off a hand there as it rolled up her body, but referee not in position to see that one as the player's back was to him. Good ball played to the corner. Does it sit there? No, just a couple inches over the line. Had to have been real close.
Yeah, it looks like it just went a couple of inches over the line there from our vantage point, at least. Looked like that one went out. I think that was the right call from the referee's assistant.
Great ball there by Boutar over the top, though. Really pushing that offense again. Just about worked out. They certainly would have had some time to work something into the box. McCambly just over her head there and headed out by the Spartans player. Looking for McCambly again. That seems to be their set play off of the throw-ins. Look for McCambly, who's skillful with those passes, looking for that flick on via head. Haven't been quite able to connect with it yet. Tar with a nice little touch to the middle, flicked it to herself and taken out there with a clean shoulder. A little bit of time in the middle now. She'll look to play it over the top, but the 2 Cascades players were converged right on top of each other in the middle there. Weren't ready to make a run yet, and look at the space coming forward now for the Spartans. Boutar to the outside. She'll have some space to get all the way into the 18. Whips one in from her left, and Peterson nudges it out for a corner.
Fourth corner of the match coming up here for the Spartans. They've looked dangerous on more than one of them so far. That last one finding ahead of a Spartan player, but just not able to get that one towards the net.
Back to the corner where it'll be Crowther, whipping it in on her right foot. Good quality on her deliveries thus far, and last one she really pounded a low line drive towards that back post. We'll see if she goes for the same here. She does indeed towards that back post. This one a little closer, but UFV player gets to it first. Not out of trouble yet, as Boutar with a nice move to create some space inside and shot away, looking for that back post. Not sure if it was a shot or a pass. Either way, was real close to danger.
I think Halderson was trying to pick out that far corner of the net there, but as she was trying to wrap her foot around the ball there and send it towards the corner, it just not enough power on that one, and it sails wide.
Yeah, didn't quite have the space. A lot of bodies there in the 18 right off the corner. Tough to find anything towards net, but here they'll have another chance to do so. Good ball played in there almost. Was a good idea anyways. Looked like she had room to get the shot off, but went for the unsuspecting pass to Bajpai, making a run there. Belcher now as the Cascades look to work it forward. This time they pick a pass out in the middle, but Spartans converge on it. They put it out of play. Reset here for the Cascades. Belcher looking for France, and again trying that little flick play on the header, but can't connect. They work hard to get it back, and who's going to win this 50-50 battle? Finally, the Spartans come away with it. Good job there to knock it out of the air. Cascades try and send it over the top right away. This time they'll have a chance to regroup, get some bodies forward.
Yeah, Talarico's looked solid in that midfield for the Cascades today in her first start. Kind of like what I've seen from her there. She's been closing out those lanes, been blocking some of those passes.
Belcher gives Langston a chance on the run, but Langston a little too aggressive, wrapped her arms all the way around the defender there, trying to get some space for herself. Langston certainly got the wheels over there on this near sideline if they can connect with her. She's showed that over the last few games, and at times today making a couple runs, having really the only Cascades opportunity thus far in this match. Peterson has that roll off her and picks out a pass on that far sideline, looking to work it forward instantly. Does find the foot of Langston. Langston looking for some space now. She'll play it to the outside. McCambly, can she get a step? She's closed out there, but another chance to whip it in. What do we have here? Referee had played the advantage, actually, as McCambly was having her feet nipped at by the defender there. They'll play it back, and free kick in a dangerous spot here.
Yeah, Langston was taken down right where the referee is standing. Thought he was going to call it back a little bit sooner than that, but either way, the call does get made. And a dangerous set-piece opportunity, the first one of the game for UFV. We'll see Peterson back in the lineup today. We'll see if she can whip in a good one like we've seen.
We'll see if she goes for goal here. Definitely in tight enough to do so, but lots of players ready to make runs as well. Here's Peterson. Looks like she did go towards goal, but took a deflection off the wall out for a corner.
Best spell of offense we've seen from the Cascades today. And like you said, she went straight for goal, and it just took a deflection, sailing just a couple of feet wide, but it looked like it was going to be on target if it gets through that wall. But now we get to see Peterson's specialty, and that's the old corner kick here.
That's right. She'll whip this one in on her right foot. In swinging corner. This one headed towards goal. Keeper has to make a stop, but able to clear her lines. And the Spartans get out of it unscathed.
That always seems to be this Cascade strategy on those corners, and it's worked this year, is try to just crowd the box, get a body right in front of the keeper.
Run being made on that far sideline. Can she pick her out just over the head of Bajpai? You could see that one materializing all the way up the pitch. Couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, that was Melnichuk just waving her arms for it. She had a mountain of space to work with there.
And this one in an offside position was Langston. Too bad, as would have been a one-on-one opportunity.
Yeah, you'd like to see in that situation maybe Langston sitting off the defender's back instead of sitting in front of her. It's harder to judge that offside line when your back is to the final defender like that.
Yeah, good awareness by the Spartan defender to be in the right position there. As now Miller has an opportunity to work it forward. She's got a big boot that we haven't seen too often yet today. Step now to the outside and some room to get in across. Had a couple players making runs, but Peterson gets her foot in the way to force a corner.
That was Buttar, the former Cascade, once again making that big run. But that one's broken up by Lyon.
Another corner opportunity here. Seems like the better quality of them have come from this near sideline. We'll see if they're able to find some quality here with the lefty on that far side. In comes the cross towards the front post and deflected off a couple bodies. Spartans stay on possession. Buttar thought she could try a little trickery to find some space there. Nothing doing, but out for a throw.
Good defensive positioning by Belcher. Stay in the lane, not bite on that fake. Bit of a dangerous tackle there from Langston, just coming through the back of Kranchech's leg.
Earns her team a free kick in a dangerous spot here, does Kranchek, as we'll see. Another ball in here, likely from Crowther. Although, as they did last time, Stewart comes to create a second angle of attack there over top of the ball, the lefty and the righty. It's Crowther again. Hammers one towards that back post, well wide of any players or the net.
It's one area where Crowther's been struggling today is with those free kicks and those set pieces. Another one that just bit too much behind the leg, and it sails long.
Headed down and stays there in Spartan possession. Good battle there, won by Koss, and she wins a free kick for her side.
And Koss is in a big position today. She's filling in that central defensive midfielder spot from Dollywall, who is out today. Dollywall been a rock for this team all season in that central defensive role. Koss with a big task, and so far she's done a pretty good job.
Yeah, 100%. Dollywall always brings a ton of energy. The third-year player, a leader on this team. Seems to win so many 50-50 balls throughout a game, and the Spartans player really put the pressure on there, kind of pushed the Cascade right into the ball. That'll be out for another corner.
Yeah, unfortunately for Lyon, she just had to play that one out as the ball just ran out of gas on this natural grass today. Looked like it was definitely going to go out the back line for a goal kick, but it slowed down just in time. Sixth corner of the game already for the Spartans.
They look short this time, and a chance from the top of the box. Krenchech let it rip, but off of Cascade's body. We've seen her hit a couple quality ones from outside the box already today. Dangerous, letting her run in with some steam there. Good little move there to create some space, but it went off the Cascade's body. Couldn't quite get free, and this one chipped towards the back post. A perfect little touch on that one. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-goal lead in the dying minutes of this first half.
And it's Stewart once again getting her second of the game. A brilliant finish for Stewart as she was able to chip that one up and over and into that back corner as she just caught Sahota off her line. That's a brilliant finish for Stewart now, she's now doubled her goal total on the year. She's up to 4.
Second Spartans goal of the game is scored by number 13, Aaron Stewart. Assisted by number 5, Brianna Boutar. Yeah, Brianna Boutar, the former Cascade, seems to be real fired up to play her former side here today and in front of her old stadium, as she's really brought the energy here today. It was a little individual effort by her that beat the first defender, got a little bit of space, and to be honest, I really didn't think that Stewart was going to put that on net from there. Looked like she was going to wait to pick something out, but just a perfect little chip to that back post. And now the Spartans right back on it. A strong hit there from Field, but that one well over.
Yeah, I think Stewart caught everyone napping a little bit with that shot. I don't think anyone saw that one coming. And again, just perfectly placed and doubling the Spartans' advantage in the later stages of the first half, and that's just a backbreaker for this UFV team. They would have loved to have been within just the 1 goal heading into half.
Yeah, if you can get to that half just down 1, you can feel a little better about yourself, make some adjustments. You know that just 1 quality chance can get you back in this thing, but now it's a big mountain to climb. Down 2 here before we've reached halftime. Do the Spartans, or pardon me, the Cascades, have any sort of answer here before halftime? They've really not got anything towards goal yet. We see exactly why the Spartans haven't conceded in quite some time. Unable to hold on to that one, though, and they'll have to defend a little more here. Over the head of McCambly. Cascades back on possession. They'll regroup here in the back line. Belcher whips it in towards Franson, who was not quite ready for that one. Didn't make it to her. Spartans with some steam coming forward. Pass makes it all the way to the outside. Crowther with some room. Crowther looking to get to the touchline on her left. Can't quite keep that one in. The whistle hasn't gone yet, but the flag from that official on the far sideline, peeping his way down to that far side. Side go just over the line. Crowther was still playing. Almost got to the net there.
Had me confused for a second. It was clearly out of bounds, but we didn't hear the whistle go, and Crowther, like you said, made that cut towards the goal.
The Spartans players showing a lot of skill. They've kept the defenders really guessing. They have the ability to put those good crosses in, but also a lot of one-on-one skill. As now another chance to whip one in, causes another corner.
Yeah, the confidence is really, really at an all-time high tonight for the Trinity West Spartans at this point of the game. Only 2.5 minutes left to go in the half plus stoppage time, and if you are the UFV Cascades, you can absolutely not afford to let another one go past you right now.
Another corner opportunity for the Spartans, looking to put a death grip on this one before halftime. Whipped in towards the near post. Ball up, bouncing around. Looked like it hit a couple Cascades bodies, didn't make it through to the net. And Langston trying to chase that one down. Tips it just out. Battling with Kranchek. They've had a couple good battles here on this near sideline in the first half. Kranchek trying to ask the side official for a foul call on that one.
Yeah, Langston probably wasn't a foul, but she also didn't really need to go into it. It was clearly going out of bounds, but I like the effort, but you can tell there's a little bit of frustration starting to show from this Cascades team.
Nothing doing on that attempt forward, but what a little spin from Crowther to get some space. Tries it on her left, and Sahota in position for the stop. Boy, Crowther doesn't need much space to make something happen. And I think earlier I said she had 5 goals, or 8 goals, 5 assists. That's actually the reverse. 5 goals, 8 assists. so she can make it happen, passing or shooting. Langston trying to work that one free. Does win a corner for her team. Pardon me, a throw deep towards that corner. And McCambly just a little too eager to get that one in quick.
Yeah, just set up that offense. Try to get some more bodies forward at this point.
Spartans not going to go quietly into the first half. They're looking to keep the pressure on. And forward they come once again. Chance now for another cross. This one low. Peterson just getting there first. Field was lurking. Right back in. Finds Field again, and this one bounced just out of her reach. Only 1 minute. Additional time minimum coming here. Not many stoppages in this first half besides the 2 goals. Pretty fast flowing, and the fast flowing Spartans looking to get right back on goal. And another shot, another stop for Sahota, and another corner. Already 8 in this first half.
That was a nice play by Melnichuk. She has looked really sharp coming off of the bench. Number 8 for the Spartans off that right-hand side. She has been all over the pitch since coming on as a sub. Probably the last opportunity for either team here in the first half.
One last opportunity here. Already feels like a unbelievable uphill battle for the Spartans, or for the Cascades, pardon me, the way this first half has went, but one more to end the half for the Spartans would put this one away early. And boy, they almost had a great opportunity for it there, soaring for the header, but just unable to make that good contact. And the Cascades will be more than happy to hear that first half whistle, as the first half was all Spartans.
Yeah, we knew that the Cascades were in for a really tough challenge here tonight against a very good Spartans team. And it's been, the pitch has definitely been tilted in one direction for the most part. And right now the Cascades just have to figure out a way to try and move that ball forward a little bit and try to get something going offensively, because right now that back line of the Spartans are making it very difficult.
Yeah, the Spartans continue their dominant run, now on a stretch of up 18-0 in their last 9. Some second half action coming your way between the TWU Spartans and the home UFV Cascades. Tough start for the Cascades as they find themselves down 2 to the visiting side, and the Spartans on the road really showing why they've been so dominant this season, and as of late especially.
Yeah, this is now 5.5 games without conceding for the Spartans, who continue to just roll through this Canada West conference as they are just firing on all cylinders right now. UFV's had a rough go in this one, but they've hung tough. It's been a tough game for them, but I think they've really been hanging in there defensively.
And they're going to really switch things up here to start the second half. 4 substitutions made at halftime, a totally different look personnel-wise to start the second frame here. We'll see if it can provide any life for the Cascades side. McCambly to Franzen on the outside, looking over the top to Langston, but can't find her there. Franzen chasing down to flex that one out. We see Fennell come in this left back spot. Looks like they're kind of keeping that same formation. Melee's going to kind of be that center defensive mid there, it looks like. Dial checking in as well. A lot of new faces here, and a little bit of energy coming out to start the second half. They're running hard there. Look like they're hungry on the ball, making their way down the pitch here. As now Belcher on the throw. McCambly with a touch to the middle, just out of the reach of her teammate coming in there.
And Jenna Melee also checking in, playing into more of a midfield role, which is not quite like her. She typically slots into that left back position. Curious to see how she plays in a bit of a different formation for her.
Again, trying different things to fill that big void left by Dolly Wall in the middle there. Good pressure put on there as they force the Spartans back into their own zone here, and Miller able to do enough to get it out of harm's way, allow her team to come forward. Dangerous ball played in there. Looked like she wasn't quite linked up on the run, and
we got a goalkeeping change as well. Addie Chen in there. They are they haven't had a lot of playing time lately, with Sahota being covering between the pipes game after game, but I'm curious to see what they can bring today.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Sahota was banged up at all. Definitely saw a lot of action in that first half. Might have had a knock, or it might just be a situation of trying to get some play time to the number 2, like you mentioned. Sahota playing nearly every moment for the Cascades this season.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to see Chen in between the pipes at home this season. Their only appearance is coming on the road.
Yeah, the first year player out of Edmonton getting a chance here, and they'll certainly be up against it, as we know this Spartans team can really bring it offensively. They'll have another chance here, as good shielding there allows her some space to whip it towards the middle, but nothing doing there.
I'm also curious to see DL playing out wide today instead of normally where she plays as that lone striker up top.
Battle here in the middle as McCambly really tries to work it Franzen, pardon me. She couldn't quite get it there, but finally they do work it over the top, and boy, it was close, but the flag does go up on Langston.
Maybe just by a couple of steps there. It looked pretty close, but I've liked the response in these opening 4 minutes here from the Cascades.
Fennell. Good burst there to make sure she got to that ball first.
Maybe like to just see them play that throw in backwards there, as there's a lot of space.
Looks like there was a foul call, though, as the referee deemed she came in a little too aggressively on the backside there. So Lyon will get a chance to whip this down the field for her side. Looking in the middle, didn't get all of that one. Couldn't quite find Franson. McCambly now does find Franson. Has some pressure right on her back, and a steal there. Trying to work that 1-2 quickly through the middle, but Melly with the steal can't get any further with it, but she'll work hard to get it back. Unfortunately, the Spartan player doing a little more, and finally the advantages played back. The referee let it go for as long as he could. Melly kind of hooking around the Spartan player with her arm there. Little touch to the outside and some room for Boutar. She has trouble beating Belcher there. Belcher stays in front of her all the way, but enough for a corner.
Yeah, 9th one of the match coming up now for Spartans. Although the deliveries have not quite been the sharpest part of their game tonight.
No, there's been a couple that took deflections and ended up in dangerous spots for chances, but not the cleanest deliveries thus far. This time to the front post, and way better delivery on that one as it avoided the defenders. Had a chance for a quick touch there. Chen, first opportunity for a stop today.
Yeah, and they had to be sure of that one as it took a bit of a funny hop. They were able to get their hands on it once and then dive on top of it to make the sure save.
Melee gets to this one first in the middle. Couple touches and can't find the space to set her teammate free. Right back on the attack is the Spartans from distance. And that one's going to trickle through. Tough one for Chen, who hasn't seen a lot of action this year. And the first shot from distance was a powerful one on target. Really made them work for it, and unfortunately skips just through and across the line.
Yeah, unfortunate for them as it just sneaks through. A little too much pace on that one, but I mean, what a strike there from the former Cascade. Buttar playing in her hometown, getting on the score sheet with a goal to go along with their earlier assist.
Yeah, it's good awareness from Buttar, knowing that there's a keeper back there just fresh into the game that hasn't had to make a stop yet. You definitely always want to test the keeper in that situation as early and often as possible. Buttar does just that, and all of a sudden a 3-goal lead. Buttar certainly brought a lot of energy here today, playing against her former side. Goal and an assist here now. She's been all over the pitch today. And now a chance is Diol with a great individual effort. Can't quite get there on the final stretch. She tried to beat about 4 defenders there. Got past all of them. One finally comes across to get a foot in.
Brilliant run there from Diol, getting around a couple of defenders, but just last second defending there, able to knock that one away and keep it from reaching the goal there. As once again, Hannah Miller not forced into action to make a save.
Thought the Cascades' energy had been better in this second half comparatively until conceding there. Let's see if they can get it back going. Here is that one to the back post. Great opportunity. Just out of the reach in the end and out the back, but really the best chance so far for the Cascades.
Looks like Lyon just didn't expect that one to take a bounce as she just stopped short on her run towards that back post. She completes that run and just gets her body in front of it. That's probably in the back of the net, but another great corner from Peterson. And again, the best opportunities coming off of set pieces for the Cascades.
Good wheels by Fennell there to ensure that Field wasn't in alone. Fennell gets a foot in on that one as well. Chip now to the corner. Chance to get the cross in. Dangerous opportunity here now, and not out of trouble yet. At the top of the box now, and that one never made it to the keeper. To the outside now again, it's Sidhu as she looks for some space, but can't find anything that time. McCambly goes and gets to that one first. Throw here the way of the Spartans. Some bodies move around, looking to the inside too. Sidhu, who had it taken clean off her foot, and the Cascades just unable to get any possession going there after the steal. Another opportunity coming forward. Good ball played in and a chance. Good stop this time by Chen.
They had to come way out for that one to meet Field as she was in alone. Looks like they just banged knees a little bit.
Yeah, a little shaken up here. Is Field able to get to her feet, so that's a good sign. But I think you might be right on a little knee-on-knee contact, which sent her to the ground. That can really ring you up for a couple minutes as she's still struggling back there, but
Chen, they challenged that one the right way. Chen came out, and they didn't go to ground. If they go to ground and dive for it, that's likely going to be a penalty. But
right.
Instead, just getting down low, getting their body in front of it, and that was what caused the good play there. But unfortunately, what caused the knock.
Good battle there as Buttar finds some space, looking for that ball in towards the middle, but couldn't find the receiving target. She gets the ball back on her foot, though, in the middle, and nice little ball played in towards Crowther, just out of her reach. Haven't seen much of it in the second half, but Spartans now showing much of what they did in that first half, back on the possession game here. Good passing sequence, finds some room through the middle. And with some pressure on her back, McCambly forced her to pass it to the outside, takes a deflection and out for a throw. Some good energy on that far sideline from Sadu since checking in at halftime. One of the couple substitutes for the Spartans at the break. Regrouping here now, and chance up top, and Chen with a stop there.
It's a good confidence builder for them.
Just out the sideline, as when the Spartans do give the ball away, they certainly put the pressure back on the Cascades to make them do something. Langston tried a little chip play to herself there. Couldn't quite find the space, and back over the top they go. Sadu able to chase this one down. Belcher closes out though. Peterson on the clear and couldn't quite find McCambly. Langston trying to work hard to get that one back through her body at the defender there. Referee going to have a little chat. Not enough for a card yet, but referee saying, I've had to chat with you a couple times now. You're on thin ice.
That's going to be her last warning. I think next one she's going to go into the book. But those are unfortunately just the chances you got to take when you're playing from behind right now. As a lone strikers, you really got to try to win those balls and be a little aggressive, and that's how you end up in the book.
Turned over here, and McCambly, or pardon me, Franzen tried to touch it down to McCambly there, couldn't quite find her. Touch now for Miller. Finds her left back, who has to work out of trouble. Stolen there by Franzen. Franzen now with an opportunity. Quick little 1-2 with Langston, but couldn't link up on the second pass. It was a good idea. Just lacked the delivery on that one. Chen had a pass picked out there. Unfortunately, just a little too hot coming in at Belcher there. She'll do what she could, but it's out of play. Another throw. Good touch in the middle to create some space. Chance now to the outside. Fennell gets in the way of that cross. Haven't seen the sun poke out too many times this afternoon. Has been a beautiful day, though. Now the sun's shining.
Looks like it's going to be shining right into the eyes of the Spartans keeper, Harris.
And this one played right at her, dangerously. Yeah, right as I said mentioned the sun, I looked up and saw a couple Spartans players kind of shielding their eyes from the sun. That's a good point, as actually Langston is finally booked this time. The referee wasn't the hardest challenge by her there, but like we saw just a couple minutes ago, the referee told her she was on thin ice, and sure enough, she's in the book.
Yeah, we knew it one more, and it was going to happen.
Franzen gets a foot in, but Trinity player able to work just around her. Doubling back now, Melnichuk finds her left back. Just clears it over the top, and back in Cascade possession. Can they get anything going forward? McCambly sticks a foot and got it to Franzen for a moment, but defenders backtracked well. Alderson got in the way of that one, and now her teammates on the back line looking to work it out of trouble. Astura lost it there, and Melee going forward. Langston didn't look like she had as much gas going forward there. Boy, she's been running all over the pitch trying to chase balls down. But a throw, one for her side, and an opportunity to get something in towards the box here. Fennell goes towards the corner. Can Dial service anything here? She'll have to go 1-on-2 in the corner first, and she does win a corner.
Good job by the Dial there, just to get her body in front and play it off the defender's leg for the corner.
Peterson will come in here. Great delivery on that last one, looking at the back post. Almost an Olympico like we saw them concede. Ended up just out of the reach of player on that back post. Looking to deliver something of similar quality in here. Peterson whips it in towards that back post. Langston got up there, but the defender coming in second, showing great hops there to make sure she got there first. Right back down to the corner. The grass will slow this one down. Does it have enough to get out? The Spartan player forced to play it out.
Yeah, it was well won in the air there by Tilly James. Really haven't said her name at all today for the Spartans, and that just goes to show how good this back four of the Spartans has been, that we really haven't had to call their names very often today.
Dial with a chance towards the middle. Not in a good opportunity to take that ball in, was the midfielder coming forward. McCambly now on it. She'll look to the corner, but just a little too aggressive, trying to find Franson, who didn't look like she was quite ready for a run just yet.
Well, I mean, the Spartans, they're recognizing the UFV strategy right now, and it seems like every time they get on the ball, that back four, they back up and they retreat and they give that space in the middle, and what they're doing is just they're sensing those long balls over the top, so they're just collapsing on it. And if UFV can just recognize that there's a lot of space in that midfield right now, they could get some more going offensively right now. But
all for a free kick deep in their own end as a substitution coming for Trinity. Yeah, that's a good point there. Got some room in the middle. We'll see if they're able to take advantage. But overall, I think better energy from the Cascades in this second half so far.
Oh, absolutely.
Substitution for Trinity West, checking into the game, number 28, Simone Nagasaki.
It's a good ball there from McCambly.
Correction, 28, Destiny Amar.
Destiny Omari checking in here as she'll switch up the Spartans' forward attack a little bit, and she'll have a chance right off the hop. Good wheels down that sideline. She'll cut into the middle and plays a good ball in. Chance here now. Deflection and cleared. Immediate impact from the substitution there.
Yeah, brilliant run, showing those fresh legs. Worked around two Cascades defenders, and then a beautiful little pass. I think most people would have assumed she was going for goal on that one, but I like the extra play.
28-18 for UFV. Was that 18, the second one? Two substitutions for the Cascades coming in. Number 18, Rylan Gray, and number 28, Simone Nagasaki.
So good runs by the Cascades to start this first half. Couple of the players that started the game checking back in. Nagasaki looking to make an impact on this near side, and Gray coming back in to help out in the middle of the field as well. Little touch to the outside by Sadu. They work it around. Comes all the way back to the middle of the Boutar. She'll pass to her right back, who has some time now to pick one out. Looks on the ground short. Maybe wasn't the best option there, as Melee was strong on her back.
Melee's been a bright spot for this Cascades team, in an unfamiliar position for her too.
Good attempt there by the Cascades to take one out of the Spartans' book on the quick passing play, but just quite unable to quite connect on that one. Trying to find fresh legs of Nagasaki down the line. It does find her here, and she'll have a little bit of space as she gets past one, dishes it off to Dial. Good little move to create some space in the middle. Cut back as she didn't quite have the room to get the shot off, and out for another throw.
Yeah, more good possession, and Dial's really good on the ball. She just got to find a way to try and get a service in right now, but Spartans just collapsing defensively on these UFV players, constantly getting their bodies in the way.
Fennell now ready on the throw. Looking for McCampbell, who tried to turn quick and kind of corral it, but just out of her reach. Peterson goes all the way back to Chen. They'll have to take a touch to the outside and delivered one towards a teammate there, but stepping in for the steal. Good steal there on the other end by Peterson. She'll just flick it up the field. Spartans back on it. Looking for Sadu on the run there. Just out of reach this time. Chen with a strong boot, looking in the area of Nagasaki and Dial, but couldn't find either of her teammates there. Over the top, and this one takes a funny bounce. Chen able to calmly take it in. Boy, if we were on turf today, that might have been a different story.
Yeah, Chen just misread that a little bit, and Chen much smaller than Sahota, only 5'2". So those dangerous balls over the top, a little more dangerous against Chen, but good recovery there to avoid disaster.
Foul there as Sadu threw her body in the line of the defender there. Peterson looking to deliver a longer ball here, waiting for some teammates to move up the pitch. Finally comes in the area of McCambly, but just over her head. I don't know how many times I've said that today. It seems like every free kick, every throw has been in McCambly's area, but just out of her reach. This one played down the line. Was Dial on? No, the flag comes up late as Dial was just a hair offside.
It's a good run, though. Just timing not quite there, but that's where they find more success trying to push the ball forward, is playing it on the ground rather than trying to play those ones up and over, as Spartans are recognizing those balls over the top. So if they can keep playing it along the ground into feet, I think that's going to have more success in these last 20 minutes.
Number 12.
New substitution for Trinity West coming in, number 12, Emily Watchman.
Spartans passing their way out of trouble once again, as they have so much this game. Final pass didn't look like it was going to connect, but Spartans get lucky, get through, and looking to make a run all the way as the Spartans force a kick out the side, to throw for their side. Melnichuk coming all the way down deep. That one went out almost towards the corner. Spartans' bodies coming back to help. Was looking in towards Sadu. Nothing doing there, but Cascades can't do anything more than clear. Melnichuk looking for Sadu once again. This time almost able to turn it into something. Ends up in a corner in the end as Peterson had to come poke it away from the sliding on coming attack. I think that puts them up over double-digit corners for the day. A lot of opportunities, even if they haven't connected, just wearing down this Cascades defensive unit, making them defend time and time again. This time it's going to be Halderson on the delivery. Halderson goes back to the top of the 18. A decent try there, but couldn't deflect it towards goal.
Yeah, beautiful glancing header there. Trying to find that back corner there was, I believe that was number 24, Clara Bastura. But just sending that one wide.
Couple passes, sees the Spartans switch the field once again, looking for some space to the outside. She gets a step. Fennell trying to close, and Fennell did well to stay in her lane all the way. Too big of a touch in the end.
Yeah, just not offering any angle to try and whip one in. And that's pretty much your main goal when you're playing on that wing back position, is just to take away those angles.
Calls coming back the way of the Cascades. As we're up past the 70th minute mark, under 20 to go, as McCambly checks out. Usually the force that drives this offense, but just in so tough against this Trinity side today. She was working hard, but just couldn't really generate anything.
That's Jacqueline Reinhardt checking in here for the Cascades. Listed as a defender, but she's going to come up all the way up and play in that lone striker spot here. Just going to try to get some fresh legs in there to try and disrupt the Spartans as they try to move it along the back line like that.
Spartans looking to, in these final 15, really play that possession game they've done so well today. Looking to stay on top of this ball as much as they can. Just bleed out this clock with a huge 3-goal lead here late. And a free kick coming their way.
Yeah, and if you're the Cascades in these final 15 minutes, I think the key thing is just to try and just keep working hard, trying to find something to build some confidence going into next week, because there's still more big games coming up on the schedule, and the playoffs are still very much in the realm of possibility. They're still going to be in that 5th and final playoff spot regardless of the result today, so just try to build up some confidence heading into next week.
And I think they've done an okay job of that in the second half so far. Definitely looking better than that first frame. Running over top of this one, allowing the righty to swing it in towards that back post, but a little too much as it flies out of bounds on that goal line. Melnichuk able to work out of trouble there. Can't find a teammate though, as Dial able to clear out of the Cascade side of half. Yeah, if it shapes up this way and Trinity hangs on, as looks like they will. Huge, at least for the Cascades, that McEwen was able to come away with the victory that they did yesterday, keeping them at least not losing any more points on the team they're chasing right in front of them.
Yeah, it was UVic coming away with a tough loss yesterday on the road in Calgary against Mount Royal.
Mount Royal, pardon me, yeah, not McEwen. But yeah, huge result there for the Cascades on an off day yesterday, off day Friday. Just one game this weekend, which is good for them based on how banged up and tired they've been as of late, but unfortunately playing a few bodies down here still today, and they'll have to defend here, but Chen stays in strong position. Good stop there. Nagasaki looking to press it up quickly. Stolen there by Tilly James. The center back looking to make an impact forward now. running all the way. James all the way to the touchline and forces a corner.
Good run there from the center back, coming all the way up. Just hanging on to that possession, knowing that Fennell is going to give her that outside lane the whole time. And smart play just to work it close to the end line and then just play it and get the deflection. And now it's corner number 11 right now.
Yeah, you think something's got to give eventually. That was the case in their first game last weekend that was a couple weekends ago now, where the Cascades were on that side of things. 10-plus corners in the match. Finally scored on their 11th or 12th. Let's see if the Spartans can finally convert on one of these corner kicks. This one in towards the near post, and not sure what that deflected off of, but it was in a dangerous spot there. Dial works out of trouble, and good individual run here. Can she pick out a pass? Making a run here was the substitution on this near side middle there, Reinhardt, but couldn't quite find her. The delivery just wasn't there from a tired Dial.
Oh, unfortunate for the Cascades. What a brilliant run from Dial to avoid the defenders. And unfortunately for her, she just didn't have the time to take a look across the pitch where Nagasaki was making a huge run with acres of space to run into. But unfortunately, like we said, just not enough time to make that play.
Subbing in for UFE, number 8, Caitlin Cole.
So another name that we haven't called here in the booth from these home games. First time we've seen Caitlin Colmer in action. First-year player from Surrey getting into the game here.
Yeah, I think at this point of the game, with the score the way it is, I mean, why not throw in some fresh bodies,
Yeah.
see what they can do in a real game scenario at this point. And
absolutely. When you're at this level and a young player, you can train all you want, but there's nothing like in-game experience to really be able to build on, gain some confidence. Melee, right back to the thrower. Good little move there, creates some space, and the cross comes in, but couldn't meet Nagasaki in the middle, a little too close to Miller with the strong hands there. Right back to Miller. Off a deflection, and the keeper is certainly going to take her time here. She'll lay it down, in fact, to really bleed all she can out of this clock. Move forward as much as she can to deliver that ball, and her team finally does come away with possession after what looked like a handball there. Ref says play on. And little cross body layoff there. Looking back post and off the bar. Boy, what an unreal lead up play to set up that one. Unlucky at the back post to go straight down off that crossbar.
that was brilliant football, Dom. I couldn't believe that passing play. And it was Amari making that beautiful cross and getting onto the end of it. Watchman playing it off the volley. No chance for the keeper, but denied by the woodwork, and it stays 3-0. Brilliant, brilliant football from the Spartans.
Yeah, seeing it come through the air there, you kind of just assume header on the backside, but what a job by Watchman to time it up. No, she had the time. She hit it cleanly as could be. Unlucky on the finish. This one towards the back post. Taken back down. Dial able to clear. Melee now just gets it out of harm's way.
Oh, she just got to control that there as Malaya went right to her and no one around her, but trying to play it a little too fast and just whiffs on the long ball.
Good burst down the sideline here. Spartan gets first to it. Spiller looking to cut back. Good little turn there to create some space, and now a chance from right in the middle. Doesn't hit it first time, takes a couple touches, and Stewart puts it over in the end, looking for that hat trick.
Yeah, you know she wants to get a hat trick there, and one more, and she would tie the team lead with 5 goals. As again, it's just been another situation of scoring by committee. None of the leading scorers on this Spartans team finding the back of the net today, but instead it's been some other players, with Stewart going twice, and then of course Butar getting a hometown goal in her hometown of Abbotsford.
Deflection there, goes the way of the Cascades, looking to work through the middle. Looked like she was trying to play back to Melee there, but Melee wasn't coming forward. Another miscommunication from the Cascades, as these Spartans really put the pressure on once the Cascades get the ball, force them to make decisions quickly, and just overwhelming the young side here today.
I think that was better football, though, coming as a forward, coming back to the ball, playing it on the ground. I think that works a little bit better for them, as that, like we mentioned earlier, that space is open between the midfielders and the back line.
This one takes a weird bounce over the head of the defender. Lucky not to end up in trouble there. And yeah, you're right. The second half hasn't been as much hit and hope just over the top. There have been some more attempts to play with the ball and for the forwards to work it back, like you said there, not just forcing it forward for the sake of moving forward. Certainly a better second half from this Cascade side.
Oh, much better.
But the Spartans up 3 still as we reach the end of this one. The Spartans looking to keep the streak going. Out of play on that side, as Chen couldn't link up with Colmer on that far sideline. And now a substitution one more time, as it'll be Danny Koss checking out in favor of another youngster. Moldeliar comes back into this one.
Subbing in for UFE, number 17, Isha Mulder.
This Cascades team does, like we say, need to build some confidence heading into next weekend. 2 crucial games at home that they have next weekend right here at Rotary.
Another try from distance there forces Chen to hop on top of that one.
Yeah, Friday night we'll be back here playing UVic, and it's what's going to be a crucial battle between 2 teams right in that playoff picture, and then as well, final game of the regular season against Mount Royal, the team who's directly chasing the Cascades right now. That final game of the year could determine who goes to the playoffs and who goes home.
Fennell on the throw as Leon looked to flick it towards the front line. Nothing doing there, off the side of her foot. Spartans just under 5 minutes left in the regular time, trying to hold on for this big victory on the road here this afternoon. Make sure they distance themselves in the standings from these Cascades. They've got a firm grip on second in the Pacific Division.
Yeah, they're going to need to keep coming away with wins. They've only got UBCO a point behind them now.
Sadu with a good individual effort from the good ball on the outside results in another corner. Player thought it was a throw there, I think. So I'll wait a moment. I'm sure these Spartans content to waste as much time as they can here. Referee not likely to add too much on here at the end of this 90.
Yeah, we'll see if this is lucky number 13 for him.
Right, he whips it in towards the near post. Boy, a bullet towards the near post on that one. Deflected hard off the closest defender, right back for another throw. Pardon me, another corner. And been all sorts of different delivery. They've tried right in the middle, towards the top of the box, front post, back post. This one right in the middle, and Chen went their small frame, getting up to that one first. Good effort there, and now trying it first time towards that back post. Chen watches it out.
Yeah, they did a great job to come out and challenge that one and get fists to the ball and get it as far away from their net as possible. Couple of nervy moments from the young keeper, but overall, I've liked what I've seen from them today. I think they've played with quite a bit of confidence other than those two little moments there.
Yeah, always tough to come into the game cold. That first shot that you're going to see is always likely going to be the toughest, having not seen anything yet. And it was a great effort from out deep from the hometown player, Brianna Boutar, who's been all over it here this afternoon, beating Chen from out there. That was the third and last goal in this one. See if we have anything more in store in the final couple minutes as the Spartans look to end this one. A lot of passing here, and probably would have been content to keep passing that one around. A little bit of an ambitious attempt from the top of the 18 from Sadhu, but Sadhu's been really strong in this second half since coming on as a substitute.
Yeah, it's hard to find anyone on the Spartans team that has not looked good on the pitch today. They are a well-oiled machine, and they're just a couple of minutes away from making it 6 consecutive shutouts.
Nagasaki a little too aggressive on the challenge there, and out for a, or pardon me, not out for a throw, but stays right there for a free kick. They'll take it short and work it all the way around. Cascades not showing any quit here. They're working hard till the dying moments, putting the pressure on to force that errant play out of bounds, and they'll get a throw here.
Yeah, I'm loving the fight, the never give up attitude that they're showing today. And I mean, it's important for a lot of these younger players who are seeing the pitch for only the first or second time this year. They want to earn more minutes, and how you do that is by working hard when you get that opportunity and showing that you want those minutes.
Sadhu with a little bit too big of a touch went off her shin, and the whistle came late as the referee waited for that flag to go off from the linesman on the far side, letting him know it was out.
Sadhu just hesitated for that split second. I think if she doesn't stop running, I think she does get that cross into Amari.
Quick little passing sequence here, foiled by Peterson, getting in there for a strong tackle.
She's had a strong game in that center back position, having to fill in for the captain, and I think she's really done well.
Minimum 4 minutes, says the referee here, so we are into stoppage time here. Dying moments as the Spartans lead by 3 here and stay on possession. Sadhu, good little pass to the middle. They set up a shot from the top, but unable to generate the power this time around. Deflects off the back of the Cascades player there, trying to get into position. Spartans come away with it. Some room here now as she allows her to touch to the inside and got to her right foot there. Let one go. Watchman now with a second try, and that one sails high. Cascades player banged up after throwing her body in the line to make sure that first shot opportunity never made it to goal.
Yeah, that's Lyon out there taking one for the team, just getting her body in the way and making another deflection and another big block. Something that these defenders have done a lot this season for the Cascades is a lot of shot blocks.
A little bit of a push in the back there results in one more free kick for the Spartans. Not too much left in this one, and an impressive road game here for TWU today. Not too far away from home. Certainly a familiar foe, a rivalry game here just down the road.
Yeah, and we get to do it all over again in just a little while when the men fill the second half of this doubleheader.
Always intense matchups. As a little touch there, and what a stop by Chen. The deflection saw the player in alone with a beautiful opportunity to finish. Chen stands strong and makes another stop there.
Oh, brilliant save. And that's Emily Watchman again being denied.
Yeah.
She's had numerous opportunities since coming on in the second half, and she's completely just been snake bit today.
Yeah, she'll be a little disappointed after the chances she's had, but can't be too upset with your team up 3 here. Good little dummy there, but didn't realize there was one more player behind her. Worked hard to ensure she was the last touch there. And a strong shoulder there. Stays in Spartans' possession. Talk about the Cascades working hard till the end. The Spartans team up 3. They've got no quitting them either. They play hard till the end of the game, as that one over the head of the diving Chen, who tried to punch it out. What a move there on the touchline. Can she get something towards goal? Passes it off, and great piece of skill coming from Omari here.
And that was Spiller, the first year, who nearly got that first opportunity. And then Amari, just another one of those substitutes who has just provided a completely different dynamic for this team. And, oh, beautiful moves along the end line. And this Spartans team has clearly shown they are not looking to run out the clock. They are pushing right now.
No, this whole game, they haven't wavered much in their game plan. They play a real consistent game all the way through. That's why they find themselves so consistent in this season at the top of the standings. As that one this time comes out for a throw. Good turn there to create some space, an opportunity to get it in here, but she'll go short instead. Now the cross comes, but on the ground it's dealt with. Nagasaki. Spartans back on it, and stolen well this time. Finally able to clear the lines and force a throw. And there is the final whistle. A strong road game from start to finish from a very strong Spartan side, and 3-0 is where this one finishes.
Yeah, it was a very one-sided game for much of this contest, but that's now 6 consecutive shutouts for the Spartans, who now bring themselves 4 points clear of the UBCO Heat for that second place position, and one step closer to having a home playoff game coming up. And for the Cascades, I think they've actually found some things to be confident about going